So let's have a look at this piano. This song starts with the piano, just the piano, and it's just this Pro Tools Mini Grand being played on a little MIDI keyboard, but just going through this Pro Tools Mini Grand, which is really good. I can't use this in Reaper now, but a lot of people say it's really unrealistic sounding, which it probably is, but it's just got a nice poppy sound to it. Let's just have a listen to the piano. Alright, so processing wise, we've got this Neve drive and then a bit of distortion here. I'll turn this on and off. It probably won't make a huge difference. It's just because it's so fake sounding, I wanted to add some of these harmonics and grit to it to make it sound a bit more real. So yeah, it just shaves the attacks off a little bit and kind of lengthens a little bit, but doesn't do a lot. I could have got away without using that easy. And then I've got this API EQ. So it is rather dark. So I've boosted 12 dB of 7K as a shelf. I'll turn that on and off. So that's completely necessary there. And just a bit of EQ here. I must have felt like this 2K area wasn't quite biting through enough there with the guitars and stuff, because this piano plays throughout the whole song. So you can actually see there's like a pretty drastic roll off from 1K onwards, so it's just helping it a little bit. It's not massive, it's only 1 dB, but it's a really wide bell. So, and then this tape, again trying to help it sound a bit more real. Makes it a bit more brighter, and then I think this is just a kind of slappy delay. Pretty subtle there, but just makes it sound a bit more like Elton John or something. So I've split that up into another channel, so when it comes in with the band, I think it's all the same processing. Yes, but rather than automating the volume, I just wanted it on a different channel so that I could just turn the channel volume up. So this piano here that comes in later is the same sound, but it's just that. So there's a couple of other virtual instruments here. Let's see. When the first chorus comes in, which doesn't have any drums or anything yet, it's just piano and vocal. This pad comes in, which is off Expand, which is just a free plugin that comes with Pro Tools. It's really cheesy. A lot of people hate it, but there's a lot of cool sounds on there. It is cheesy, but I think it really helped this part. Let's have a listen to how that sounds. So it is really cheesy and fake sounding, but it just makes that chorus sound epic. Like I really like, it sounds really emotional, and I don't know, I just really like that. So let's listen to that with the piano. So that was kind of necessary. Just, you don't really hear it, you kind of just feel it get a bit spacier there. Now this thing here, this pulsing pad, you really hear this, and I don't think this is one of the plugins that's meant to be on this. I don't have anymore, so it might not sound exactly the way it does on the recording, but it's just this pulsing pad doing a melody. So it just kind of makes this part sound more like Linkin Park or something. I'll show you with all that stuff on. Instead, I'm half the world away. And this part kind of needed something with a bit of movement, because the piano is just holding the chords and the singing is really slow, and there's these big gaps of just like kind of silence or ambient chords. So just having something that kind of moves along and fills in the gaps, I thought was a good thing. I wish I could say what I need to say. See, with it off, it's a little bit boring. I wish I could say what... Kind of gives your ear something to listen to in those gaps there. And then I've got this kick, which had just come from like a dubstep pack or something I got ages ago. And I've just filtered the crap out of it so that it's just like this low, subtle low pulse going through there. I wish I could say what I need to say. And you hear when I turned it off there, it kind of like, the part just didn't feel anchored or rooted. It just felt kind of a bit all over the place. So I'll turn it off and on again. I wish I could say what I need to say. Instead I'm half. So it's subtle, but it really helps that part build and move along. And that is it for the virtual instruments. Like, nothing else happens.